Like, you can't tell me this look does not deserve to be worn at the Pink Pony Club. Yeah, 100%. Hi besties! I know, jump scare a little bit. I am starting off this video very pale. It's definitely giving hi sisters! But as you can tell from the title, we are doing a Chappell Roan inspired makeup look today. So I just took the liberty of doing my base and brows off camera beforehand just so we could get right into the fun stuff. Now, I know I'm not alone in admiring the work that Chappell Roan and her team have done on her makeup over the last year or so. Like, it is truly artistry, and we really don't see that many artists these days balling out the way that Chappell does. Like, she literally calls it her drag, and I love drag. I've definitely attempted a drag look back in high school. Not cute, but I feel like Chappell's looks are just kind of like dipping your toe into drag makeup artistry. It's fun, it's colorful, it's experimental, but it's not as reconstructive as drag makeup is. So today I figured I would pull some inspiration from some incredible looks of hers and try it out for myself. So just for reference, I do have a few inspo pictures that I'm looking at. My favorite thing about her beats is that she does not shy away from shimmer and using shimmer everywhere. Like, she'll put it on the lid, on the crease, in the inner corner, on the bottom lash line. She will put shimmer everywhere. And I haven't let myself experiment with that much shimmer glitter freedom. So that's something that I'm definitely going to implement today. I will say that the look that lives rent-free in my brain is this one. Ugh, it's so good. I love the mixture of all the colors. I think it's just so stunning. And so while I don't know if I will exactly be trying to copy this one, this is the one that I'm heavily referencing for today's look. Honestly, that's enough yapping. Let's just get into it. Now, first off, I feel gross because I haven't set my face yet, so it's just like the foundation sitting on top of my skin and it's tacky, but I wanted to apply some cream blush before I set my face. And I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Bora Bora, which is just like this bright flamingo pink. And I just think it's so cute, and I wanna implement this kind of color on the eyes too, so I think it'll just all go together so well. I'm just gonna kind of blow it out and put it all over my cheeks. See how that goes. Okay, come on, pigment. There we go. The more blush, the better, in my opinion. Okay, now I'm gonna finally set my face. It's giving ghosty. And then because we're going in with glitters and shimmers and all that jazz, I'm going to do a baking layer underneath my eyes. So in case there's any fallout, I can just swipe it away at the end. And because I want the shadows to last long and be pigmented, I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay Primer Potion and then go over it with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk for a nice white base. I'm gonna go in with a really cool tone brown and add it to the crease in hopes that this adds a little bit of dimension beneath all of the shadows without messing with the colors all that much. Just a little something something. This might be a bad move, but we're winging it. And then I think I'm gonna go in with matte shades to place them all down first and then put shimmers on top. And this is like the perfect palette for the look I'm trying to achieve, but it's the Glam Light Ice Cream palette, Ice Cream Dream palette. And you guys, like, yeah, look at that. They're so pretty. I don't get to use this palette as much as I would like to, so I'm stoked to be diving into it right now. But I'm going to take the colors Bubblegum and Mochi right here and apply that on the lid. I might start with Mochi, which is the lighter shade, and see where I want to add in Bubblegum. But I'm gonna go straight onto the lid in the center. Ooh, I like it. The way that the shade like changes my eye shape completely. Nuts. I think I'm gonna stick with Mochi in the center of my lid, and then I'll blend out into darker colors. Now, like I said, I am drawing inspiration from that picture of Chappell, but I'm not trying to exactly recreate it. So I'm gonna go where the wind takes me with this. Then I'm going to take Bubblegum, which is slightly darker, on the same brush, and I'm going to start diffusing the edges and blending into darker pink on the sides. They're not too different of colors, but it'll add dimension as we continue to blend out into other shades. It's tough filming from the right side when you're left-handed because my hand just covers everything. Cute. Now again, on the same brush, I'm gonna take Raspberry, which is like a darker pink. I might mix it with Bubblegum just to make it not so dark and such a big difference, but I'm gonna do the same thing. Outer edge, blending into those previous pink colors. And you might not even see this in the final look, but I'm having fun, and that's all this is about. Also, from here on out, I think I'm gonna make a conscious effort to not look back at the picture, just because I do wanna see what I can come up with based off of what I can remember in my head. I'm already having so much fun. I haven't done a makeup look like this in such a long time, and I'm like, this is so cute. All I have is like pink on my eyelids, but I'm having such a good time. I need to put on some sort of lip treatment in the meantime. I got sent this Beauty Bio volumizing lip serum, and it feels nice, but it is voluminizing, and it kind of burns a little bit, but I'll show you. Okay, let's wait and see what happens. Okay, next I want the green, but I only have like one green to work with, which is this light green called Pistachio from the palette. I'm taking it on like a small, wide, fluffy brush, and I'm gonna just start adding it into the crease and above and around the pink. Oh my gosh, this is reminding me of my childhood bedroom. My bedroom walls were bright green, and my ceiling was light pink, and then there was like a border. It was like light pink in the middle and a white border between the pink in the middle and the green walls, but on the border of the light pink there were hot pink scallops. So this is literally my childhood bedroom on my eyes right now. That's so funny. Now, I'm not trying to blend these together too much. I'm focusing on placing as opposed to blending together because I feel like it'll create kind of like a murky color. Like, what do pink and green make? Probably nothing cute. So I'm just trying to place it and diffuse any harsh edges without blending too much of one color into another. And I think like most of her upper lid was green, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pretty much fill that in. I think I'm gonna leave like the bit closest to my brow clear though. I'm also dragging the ends out to like the end of my brow, so it's kind of like a blown out smoky look. And I'll probably blow it out even more later, but just placing these shadows here for now. I don't think this was a part of the original look, but I'm gonna take the yellow shade Mango and put that right on my brow bone and blend it into the green. That's where we're at. Now I want to add in the dark inner corner and the dark outer corner. And for that, I know that it's more of like a cobalt blue, but I don't have one of those. So I'm gonna use this like dark purple blue color. This is a BH Cosmetics palette in the shade Confidence, but I think that's what I'm gonna go with. And I'm gonna take it on a teeny tiny little blending brush like this. I think I'm gonna come into the crease a little bit. Again, placing the shadows, because blending them is gonna make them murky. This might have been too big a brush. I'm gonna take a pencil brush instead, just so I can have a little bit more control over the placement. But I wanna bring it up into the crease a little bit like that, and then pull it out in that kind of upward motion. And then I'm gonna take it as well and kind of plop it on the inner corner and drag up into the crease. This is the stage where I start to question my capability and have to really trust the process. Side note, the lips be lipsin'. Now to make this even, the hardest freaking part of the whole thing. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty even. And if you don't think it does, shh, keep it to yourself. So I was giving it a little ponder, and I think that I wanna do one of those, like, you know how she does that like double liner look sometimes? So obviously we have this one that goes up like this, but I think I wanna add another one that goes down slightly, kind of giving butterfly vibes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just taking a tiny angled brush in that same dark purple color and try to make an even wing on both sides. Like that. I don't know how thick I want it. And that is why we have extra powder, so we can wipe away any fallout. This is the part where I have to hold my breath to make them even. And I think I will thicken that line up, but I want to add the lower lash line shadow first. So I'm just kind of placing the line there for a sec. Scared. Okay. Okay. And really, the details of this don't matter all that much because the glitter and the shimmer on top is going to distract from any unblended edges or anything like that. And we're putting glitter all over. Now, she has like a blue lower lash line, like a light blue, and I have a color that I think would look cute. It's this one called Cookie Monster, kind of like a periwinkle color. So I'm going to put that on my lower lash line using a little pencil brush. I'm really trying to saturate the lower lash line with this shade. It is a very, very light color. You can hardly see it. Maybe I'll use the jumbo eye pencil to make it brighter. Put in my lower lash line too, and the water line. Back in with the blue. Let's try this again. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, colors. Now that I have the blue down, I'm gonna go back in and fix up this little secondary wing. I kind of connected it to this wing and then the lower lash line a bit. I'm breaking out the even tinier brush for this, guys. I wonder how much time Chappell has to get ready, because this is taking me a minute. So last thing before I get into the shimmers and the fun stuff is I did notice she had some black in the upper lash line wing, and I think that that'll just add a lot when it comes to the dimension and really making the colors all pop. So I'm just going to try and add in a little bit of black. I'm not going to try and be too precise with it. I'll have it be a little bit messy. I'll probably even blend it out a bit into the purple shade. I think it adds a little bit of dimension, like ever so slightly. It kind of gives it that more feline shape, which I'm a big fan of, so. I think that this is all of the matte shades that I'm going to apply though. Next up, glitter. So now that we're about to dive into the glitter, I'm gonna start with some low stakes areas. The first one being the lower lash line. I have this really pretty shimmery blue shade, Cotton Candy, right here. And I'm gonna add that on top of the lower lash line blue with the same little pencil brush. So I'm just really gonna saturate the brush with the shimmer shade and then apply on top. Actually, before I do that, because I've already wiped away some of the bake from the fallout of what's already on the eye, I'm gonna add some more powder so that the shimmer doesn't stick, because arguably that's harder to get rid of. Pack on the powder. And we back. I think I'm gonna spray the brush too. It's not super, super glittery, but I do think it adds some intensity, and you can kind of see the shine. It adds to it. I like it. Cute. So I know the brow bone is technically yellow, but I did that intentionally. Not because I want to put yellow shimmer on it, but because I have this really pretty shimmery gold. It's like a white base with a gold undertone, and I think layered on top of the yellow, it's gonna look really cool. So anyways, it's a Natasha Denona shade. I don't know, is it called Moonstone? No, Aura, I believe. So I'm gonna take that and put that on the brow bone. Spritz. Yeah. I'm gonna add a green glitter as well, but I want it to be able to blend into each other and kind of have shimmering colors laying on top of each other. So there's just a lot of like different color refractions happening. I think I'm gonna keep rocking with this little pencil brush and just keep cleaning it off between each color. But now I'm gonna take the green, which is called Birthday Cake, spritz the brush, dip into the shade, and start packing it on. It's not really the same color green, but it'll do. I love the shimmer. Okay, now for the pink, I'm gonna take this shimmery color called Strawberry. Hopefully that looks nice over the top. Sometimes it's hard for brushes to pick up shimmer shades, so I do think I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and then just pat it in. I will say that this pink is a little bit darker than this gradient that we have going, but I might just add some of that light pink on top of it to bring back that highlight. But it's so pretty. And I do have more glitters I'll be adding to actual glitter, not just shimmery eyeshadow. Now for the purple, I think I want to somehow manage to get all 3 of these purple shades in here. I think it's mostly going to be this one because that's pretty similar to the shade that is on my eyes, but I might use this as a transition between the purple and the pink, and then just to add a little bit more of a vibrant purple in, I'll mix those two. So going in with that color that's closest to the purple, it's called Gelato. I'm going to pack it onto where majority is, and it's not showing up. I love that. Where's my spray? There she blows. Lots of fallout though. Look at that. That's why we bake. There needs to be a brush out there that mimics the like texture of a finger so that you can actually pick up pigment. Popping it in the inner corner. I am going in with that dark purple matte shade to kind of go around the outsides of the shapes and make sure they're nice and sharp and defined while still having the shimmer kind of going on inside of it. And I do want to reinforce that black again because the shimmer's covering it. So this is what we're working with. I'm not mad at it. It's actually really fun. Just for shits and gigs, I think I want to add some of the gold eyeshadow that I had on the brow bone and add it to this like little curve right here. I think it'll help the curve stand out a bit more. So just put my brush right in that crevice. My camera's dying. Oh, that's the worst news. Okay, so while my battery was charging, I basically just cleaned up the bake, added a bit more blush. Again, nice bright pink. Topped it off with my Wet n Wild Precious Petals topper for a little bit of extra shimmer. And then I did add a little bit of the pink shimmery eyeshadow to my cheeks as well, just because I want shimmer. I want it to shine. Oh, and then I did add just like the slightest bit of contour. It's like a cool tone shade, so it's not like a warm bronzer. But I did that on my forehead, my cheekbones, and my jawline just to help with the whole snatching effect. Now we really are in the home stretch of this. So now all I want to do is add glitter to the eyes and then lashes and lips. So for glitter, I have this palette of glitters from Take Two Cosmetics, and I think I'm gonna do a little bit of this one and this one on the center of my lid in the pink. I think that's gonna look really pretty. And just to give you a frame of reference, I have the pinks on my hand, right? I'm gonna take a little bit of that multicolored shimmer and then a little bit of the white shimmer, and that's gonna be the effect, right? The thing with glitter though is it is such a bitch to like get rid of. I was playing with glitters before I pressed record, and there's definitely glitter like in my foundation and all that jazz, but we do it in the name of beauty. Wipe this off before it gets everywhere, and it already is everywhere. Cool, 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 cool. I have the NYX glitter primer here. This isn't like very sticky in texture. It's basically just pressed glitter in a pan. So I wanna make sure that there's a bit of an adhesive to make sure that the glitter stays. I'm gonna take a bit of it on the back of my hand and pick up a little bit with my finger and apply it straight to the pink. Isn't it so pretty? So that's kind of that multicolored one. Add a little bit more of that primer, that white shimmer. Yeah. Oh, that's stunning. Are you catching this? Obsessed. I just feel like this is the essence of Chappell, you know? Like Chappell would eat up the glitter. Eee! Okay, now get this glitter off while I can. Also, life hack for removing glitter when you're taking off a makeup look, take a piece of Scotch tape, adhere it to your skin first, and then rip it off just so it's not like super, super tacky, but then apply it to your eye and then peel it off and the glitter will come off with it. You kind of have to do a couple passes sometimes, but that is like the #1 best way to remove glitter without it getting all over your face. Now for lashes. I'm gonna do the Ardell Foam Ink Wispies. I love the Duo Brush On Glue. If you don't have brush on lash glue, girl, do yourself a favor and get you some, because nobody has the patience to try and do the squeezy tube. I was a dance team girly growing up, so learning how to put on lashes was essential. And not only was I the makeup girl on dance team, meaning that I did people's makeup for every single competition, but when I had the time, I was also the lash girly. Luckily, there were lots of girls on the team who knew how to do lashes, but there is technique involved in making it last a long time and look good. You don't want to be able to see lid in between your natural lashes and the fake ones. Okay, I need to know, I have this like glitter mascara. It's gold. I'm wondering if I put it on my bottom lashes. Is that fun? Is that weird? Okay, I think I'm gonna send it and try the gold mascara. It's got like a really interesting wand, so I don't think it's gonna apply too crazy, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, so there's nothing happening. Cool. Glitter top coat. So am I supposed to put on mascara first? I think it's fun. I don't think it's necessarily an essential step, but now that it's on, I'll do the other side. It's cute though. Eee! Okay, final step is figuring out what kind of a lip we want. Oh, I love this eyeshadow. This is so fun. I think I'm going to use MAC's Soar, my teensy tiny little pencil. She's on her last leg, and we're gonna give her another sharpen too. And then I'm gonna do an exterior lip line, and then I think I want the inside to be a little bit lighter, brighter pink. I forgot how much I love this lip liner. Just like the consistency of it too is so nice. I don't have a lot of MAC lip liners, but so good. Next, I think I'm gonna take the Sephora lip liner in the shade Midday Rosé. It's a really light pink on me, so I think it's gonna give the look that I want. Love. And then my Buxom lip gloss in the shade Kimberly. cute. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it, and I'm absolutely devastated that it's 10:30 p.m. and I have to take this off so soon because I am living. You guys, the completed look. Oh, I love it. Let me zoom you in. I'm sorry. I sincerely apologize. Why does this eat? Why is this eating so hard? I'm obsessed with all of the shimmer, but the glitter packs a punch, you know? So pretty. Hold on, I need to show you with the lights off. Like, yeah, this is everything. This, like, imagine a nightclub moment. This is on, the lights are hitting you. Like, you can't tell me this look does not deserve to be worn at the Pink Pony Club. Yeah, 100%. I feel like a fairy princess. I just want to, like, wear wings and run around in a field or something. Like, Pink Pony Club, frolicking like a fairy. Why can't you do both with this look? Isn't it so fun? It's giving, like, butterfly fairy realness. I know this wasn't like a direct replica tutorial, but like compared to the original photo, what do we think? How do we do? Is it giving the essence of Chappell? Let me know. And also, let me know what your favorite Chappell song is down below. I think mine are After Midnight was my first favorite. It's a bop, makes me want to dance. I'm actually gonna turn that on after I finish recording so I can dance around with this makeup on. I also love my Kink is Karma. Those might be my top 2 faves. Bangers. So let me know what your favorite Chappell song is down below. Also, The Giver is really good too. I really like the new song. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you want to get a weekly dose of your Beauty Bestie Sab, then make sure to subscribe because I post videos every Thursday and I want you to hang out with me. Also, I'm at Beauty Bestie Sab on all the other platforms if you want to hang out with me there. And make sure to hit the bell notification button so you can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. You're amazing, you're beautiful, and I literally love you so, so much.